The first firearms were created in China after the Chinese invented the black powder in the 9th century. The earliest depiction of gun dates back to the 12th century, and the oldest existing firearm is from around 1288. The invention of guns followed the development of the explosive black powder in China. The first guns were simple tubes from which to shoot explosive charges, but gradually they were made easier to load, aim, and fire. Historical timeline of the development of modern weapons starting at 1364 with the first recorded use of firearm and ending in 1892 with the introduction of automatic handguns. In 1364, first recorded use of a firearm. In 1380, handguns are known across Europe. In 1400, the matchlock gun appears. Our world is changing day by day. Lots of scientists try to present numerous innovations which improve people's life, make it easier, and finally, people help become more powerful and control other people. Nowadays, this list of innovations which have changed or still changing the world in our history is really long, and guns take not the last place in this list. When we talk about guns, when we talk about power, violence, and death, it is known that one-third of all Americans have gun at home during 2004. About 30,000 people died because of gunfire, with the author of Tondri 73. Our history is closely connected to the development of guns and their contribution among people. Sometimes people just cannot find enough powers and time to think about the danger that caused by the use of guns. They only realize that gun is some kind of power and they should get this power as soon as possible. During a long period of time, guns have changed the world considerably. They help to defend oneself. They make it easier and faster to kill and injure people very often. Innocent people, and they obliterate the border between life and death for those who cannot control own actions, thoughts, and movements. First, guns and their contribution. In fact, it is very difficult to find out when the first gun appeared. That genius who realized that gunpowder could be propellant and endure. It is still unknown during the numerous centuries. People fought against each other with the help of different swords and sabers. However, it was not very easy to use swords during the battles. They were too heavy and rather big. The matchlock is considered to be the one of the first usable handheld guns. History of guns and firearms. Soldiers handed their matchlock on their shoulders, so it's not difficult for those soldiers to move for long distances. Killing people is not a good thing. However, it is a human nature to kill in order to save own life and win. This is why the contribution of those matlocks could be regarded as more or less positive aspect. Killing people did not take much time, and those who had to be killed died in a short period of time and with less suffering. So one of the first changes of the world caused by guns was the ability to kill or injure people within the short period of time. From that period of time, people got less time to think over their actions and the consequences of these actions. They could kill, fast, and take other person's life forever. Based on my own research, people always care about own lives. However, they continue distributing guns and other means of violence. Guns have already changed our history and took so many lives. This is why we should stop gun violence and admit that guns should not have such power over people. People have so many chances to make this world safer and live in peace. And even if guns have already changed our past and our history, let us not to provide guns with a chance to influence our present and our future.